It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Dolphins and the Lions. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here. Well, they're pacing the NFL in passing yardage this season, but a tough test awaits them to stay in that top spot as they face one of the league's best secondaries.
And partner, with how they've played this season, both sides are awfully confident they'll be able to put up big-time numbers. I think this is going to be a very entertaining game just because of that. So let's say it together. Eventually, something's got to give.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taking in at the 3. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 82 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Miami offense now, and it's the southpaw in his 3rd season at the wheel for the Fins. Quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, This is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35. Is the defense what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
Tua's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Dolphins sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Now a first down throw. Gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Goff now to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's Goff. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Throwing on third. Goff. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins offense heading back out. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. It's a big play there for Miami. 56 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Michael Pittman from 3 yards out. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Sanders on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Swift. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Goff. That one complete. He finds Shark. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this returnable for Hill. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Come on, back.
2 now on first down. And he fires one incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Ready.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Chase Edmonds, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by the Chase Edmonds touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Goff on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Goff. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes they think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Sam Darnold with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And that matchup all even in their battle with the Chicago
With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come. Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times you talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he has hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
The extra point hitting the right upright, but it caroms home, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
That's right.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. The bottom line is it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the 25 on second down, Goff. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Tua going to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Ready up.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 75. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here's Hill on the return. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Michael Pittman with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So, you know, the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Off play action. Here's Goff.
Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted.
Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here come the Lions now.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to
The
go.
Lions on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
To throw is Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. But not only is this defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one. And even better than their play, it's been their effort. Even with the win in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Sanders now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 38. In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
Complete to T.J. Hockenson. It's a pickup of 6.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's good for the Lions.
On 1st down, it's Goff.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Steps away to his left.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Goff throwing again. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage.
Well, everything right now going wrong for this crew. A chance to put 3 on the board at least, but it winds up being blocked and returned the other way.
And any hope they had, likely gone at this point. You might want to think about clearing the bench a little bit, let some other guys play.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the...
Yet again, Goff is intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 44. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Tua now on 1st down. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Sanders on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
From his goal line here, Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
It's now 3rd down.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now Hill to return it.
Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, set.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Ready.
Tua on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. They'll get 19 yards there. And it's 1st down, Miami.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Tua sets up to pass it. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that resulted in a flag.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. One last throw here for goal. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
So for Miami,
They run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
and they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss, and they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers.